Hello everyone, my name is Vid Longcow and my student ID is 101245101. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing another lab assignment from applied data science course. So the goal for this assignment is to practice with Pandas functions again. As you can see, I already put a file called test.csv. You can check it over here, which is the file called test.csv. Pause anytime that you want to see it again. So let's jump right into the first task. So first task is to download the test.csv file and store in a data frame name called mydf. So I create my own test.csv file like you just saw in my Excel applications. So the first task is this. The second task is to show the first 3 rows of the DF file. Just as you can see. The third task is to delete the model column from the DF file temporarily. The next task is to delete the model column permanently using the assignment not in place parameter. Just like that. Is there any output when you run the permanent deletion? So how can you make sure it is deleted? The next task is to delete rows 1, 3, 5 permanently using in place. Let me change this. That's my bad. That's my typo. Using in place that show the first 4 rows of mydf. The next task is to calculate the mean of range column. Next task is to know like how many F do we have in the type column. So and then in my CS file in the type there's actually no F type. So you see there will be a 0 here. So so the task asks is to replace the F permanently with AAA and show the first 5 rows, and then again because I have no F, there's not much change in the result. The next task is to get rid of the comma, $sign, and the cost column permanently and display the first 5 rows. So as you can see, the cost is like that. And this is how I put it. So it should be when you remove it like that. As you can see, the clear difference from here to here. And what is the next type of cost column after this? Give me a sec. We type 0. The task number 9 is to change the cost column data type to integer and display the result. Wait, no, sorry, maybe there's something wrong. I tested this before, it should be right. Days 10. Stop recording. How about I just use this file to make it easier? Because I already I did this assignment in a different tab. If I do it here live, then you guys will be able to see it. I'll just do it here. So change the cost column data type to integer display results. So that's the result. Calculate the average of cost column, and then you calculate the average cost for each continent. Task number 11 is to calculate the min, max, and standard deviation of the cost column grouped by each continent all in one command. It's going to be like that. Next task is to calculate the min-max standard deviation of all numerical columns grouped by each continent all in one command. And then from that into that. Next task is to illustrate the mean of all numerical columns grouped by the continent using a bar chart. This one should be a column. It's fine. Next task is to count the number of each continent in the continent column. Task 15 is to show the percentage of each continent in the continent column. Task 16 is to show the unique values that we have in the continent column. The seventh task is to use the value count method for the cost column and describe the output as a comment in the next cell using the ampersand for the comment. The task number 18 is to plot a histogram for the cost column. Task number 19 is a bonus question, is to try to change the number of bins to 50 to show the result more accurately. The next task is how many missing values do we have in the zip code column. Like I see in my Excel file is that we have none. How many missing values in the type column? 0. And to provide a brief summary of all null values for the entire data frame, or like that. Task 21 is if we drop all the rows that have any missing value, how many rows will remain in my DFL? Task 22 is to show the statistics for the type column using the value count method, including the NaN values in the list. How many missing values do we have? Task 23 is to replace the type column missing values with XXX and show the result again. Next task is to drop the rows that have any missing values permanently and show the number of rows after running the drop command. The next task is to set the ID column as the new index and delete the index name. And then show the first 5 rows of the DF. Also to show the value of the cell that its ID is 70 and its column header is value. The next task is to show the index columns and the shape of the current DF. So we have index, columns, and shape. Next one is bring back the ID column to the DF and reset the index. Again, show the index column and the shape of the current DF. Task number 27 is to use the describe method. Oh, I have a typo here. That's my bad. Use the describe method to see the statistics of my DF file and fetch the value of the first row and the third column of the result. Task 28 is to sort the value counts of the continent column of the DF. Then sort the value counts of the continent column based on the alphabetic order of the continents. The next task is to show the columns of the following rows in one command: 1, 3, 5, 7, and to show the first 7 rows of the following columns, type and continent. And last but not least, the final task is to show the value of the type that are equal to XXX. And that is the end of the assignment for Applied Data Science course. Thank you everyone for listening to my video. Thank you very much.